Dear students, good evening. We started a structural organization in the animals. In the animal body, what are the different tissues are existed? That different tissues, what is their characteristics? We study. As a process, already we completed epithelial tissue and then connective tissue completed. In the last connective tissue, fluid connective tissue, we discussed in the previous video. In the fluid connective tissue, WBC, RBC, we completed. And the conclusion of the fluid connective tissue, lymph is one of the fluid connective tissue. In the blood, one type of corpuscle cells we doesn't discussed, that is a platelets, correct na? So in this video session, I would like to explain about blood platelets and then lymph, how it is lymph forming, what is the lymph characteristics, along with that a small introduction about muscles, a small introduction about muscle tissue. Okay, let me start today video session. Let's come. See na platelets, blood platelets. It is a one kind of blood corpuscles. Platelets also called as a thrombocytes. These thrombocytes play a significant role in the blood clotting. What are the characteristics? See, one is a colorless. The character of the, that fluid, platelets character is a colorless, that doesn't have color, and then non-nucleated. See, by understanding of these two words, we understand one thing. The platelets characteristic, one of the characters similar to white blood cells, one of the characteristics similar to the WBC. What is that? WBC does not have nucleus. It is a non-nucleated, correct na? Enucleated, correct na? So it is also non-nucleated. So which is the characteristics of the thrombocyte similar to the RBC? Non-nucleated. Which is the character similar to the WBC? Colorless. So platelets wise, some of the basic question, this one. And then the shape is a round and then a oval biconvex shape. This should be remembered. When you take a blood sample in a cubic millimeter of the blood, the RBC platelets are 2,50,000. 2,50,000. If RBC platelets kammi aina, it leads to the dengue fever. Recently, it is a very problematic disease. We heard one of the mosquitoes causes the dengue fever. On the time, these platelets count is fall down in the blood. Okay, when it is a fall down, recently some of the Ayurvedic people, they are saying papaya leaf juice we want to drink, like the type of things we heard it, correct na? Okay, you should be remember these number of platelets presence in the cubic centimeter, cubic millimeter. Okay, then next one, they are formed from the giant megakaryocytes. This word is very important, megakaryocytes. Here in the red bone marrow, RBC producing the bone marrow kadana, that red bone marrow RBC productional time, a significant cells megakaryocyte. Which of the cells containing with the big nucleus? Mega means big, karyo means nucleus, cyte means cells. Megakaryocytes onwards, they lost their nucleus, then it will become a thrombocytes. That is the thrombocytes or blood platelets. Megakaryocytes. Okay, they are removing. How it will? They are formed by the fragmentation. These megakaryocytes are fragmented several times. One megakaryocyte onwards, it will form the many more thrombocytes. Got it now? So when the fragmentation time, nucleus will disappear. Nucleus is a sharing, so same nucleus not yet shared by all the cells. So the fragmentation of the megakaryocytes, there at the place of the bone marrow, by the process of the fragmentation, these platelets will be formed. And then next, the lifespan is 5 to 9 days. 5 to 9 days. RBC lifespan is 120 days. And WBC lifespan, it is not yet same the all type of WBCs. Some of the WBCs having the very long lifespan because of immunity system. They are involving in the immunity system. So that's why they are having the long lifespan. But here we are discussing platelets. That platelets lifespan is 5 to 9 days. Okay. These platelets significance function is secretion of thromboplastin. These thromboplastin to give the main role in the blood clotting process. Blood clotting process. Here, accidentally, unfortunately, any damage happened to our skin onwards, blood will come out. Correct? On the time, within the fraction of minutes, our blood want to show blood clotting process for the purpose of the homeostasis, to reduce the blood loss from the body. This blood clotting process want to maintain. That blood clotting process initiated by the or controlling by these thromboplastin. Blood clotting process we want to know, we will know in the continuous videos. In the cardiovascular system explanation time I will tell. And then next, when the blood clotting process time, these thromboblasts are here to the damaged endothelium lining. If skin is teared or skin having the one small hole, like tearing after small hole ruptured, from that onwards blood is coming out. On that time these thromboblasts are act as a plaster or M-seal theriyum kada nanna. That M-seal, when any vessel having the small hole, we are keeping that hole overcome wise, filling wise, we are keeping that one. So these platelets are create the one plaster or covering the damaged places. Okay, that is about platelets. One more time paranganana, see here platelets are colorless, non-nucleated, round and oval in biconvex shape. For cubic millimeter 2,50,000 platelets are present. They are formed from the megakaryocytes at the place of the red bone marrow place, the formation by the fragmentation method. Lifespan is 5 to 9 days. They are secreting one of the protein, thromboplastin protein. That thromboplastin protein play an important role in the blood clotting. These blood clotting time, they are adhered with damaged endothelium because of blood cells blood capillaries which layer is there in endothelium means epithelium layer only. That epithelium made up of the endoderm. So that is the information about the platelets. Up to now we completed in the blood. Okay, one of the blood tissue, liquid tissue, blood containing with a 3 type of Kopf cells. One is a WBC, RBC and then platelets. Plasma is a fluid matrix that we see. Then come with another fluid tissue, that is a lymph. What is the lymph? Okay, here lymph also colorless fluid. The lymph fluid containing with a lot of substances, but they are not yet have RBC. If RBC present, it is a colorful, correct na? Colorless RBC cells are not yet present, and platelets also not yet there, and large plasma proteins also not yet there. Large plasma proteins, why these and all not yet there, I will tell. See, lymph is nothing but a tissue fluid. A slight variation difference is there. Tissue fluid is nothing but extracellular fluid. That extracellular fluid equal to the lymph, but that lymph containing with a small amount of the nutrients and a small quantity of the oxygen, abundant carbon dioxide, some of the metabolites. By the metabolic reactions, some of the derivatives will be produced in our body, that and all, along with some of the contaminated bacteria. Okay, because of lymph is a immunity functions. Okay, these lymph formation at the place of the extracellular interstitial space and extracellular space both are same. Interstitial means in between of the cells. Okay, once I drawn the one imaginary explanation diagram. See, when the blood is flowing in the blood vessels, arteries are minute arteries are arterioles. When the blood is passing through the arterioles, end of the arterioles, blood vessels we call it the capillaries. Correct na? In the capillary places, tissues are there, body tissues. Okay, in the body tissues, in between the body tissues and the capillaries, the several elements will be several substances, solute particles or solvents all are will be exchanging. Oxygen will be exchanging because of arteriole onwards oxygenated blood will come kada. Oxygenated blood will be giving the oxygen to the tissues, along with the nutrients also will be diffused. So what are the essential things are entered into the extrastitial, I mean outer side of the cells, outer side of the cell. Then outer side of the cell onwards, what are the necessary things that utilizing by the cells, that and all the cell will be absorbing. So little quantity of the fluid still it is remains outer side of the cells, that means in between the cells, that only we called tissue fluid. That tissue fluid only we called extracellular fluid also. Now here in the arrow mark represent water will come from the diffusion process in that the place of the tissues and capillaries. Solutes, I mean nutrients, nothing but glucose, these and all. Some of the proteins, low molecular weight, okay, proteins or everything will be enter into these tissue fluids, that and all receiving by the cells, and some are reabsorbing into the venular end. Venular end means veins starting from the capillaries. Capillary end onwards venular end will start. These venular end are taking the carbon dioxide and then waste materials, these and all. So here after reabsorbing of the blood into the, I mean essential particles into the blood, still some volume of the fluid still it is remains at the place of the in the extracellular fluids. Okay, on that time that extracellular fluid totally will collected by the a special system. That special system we called as a lymphatic system. The first collecting into the lymph capillaries. That lymph capillaries act as a simply similar to the blood capillaries. So lymph receiving capillaries we call as a lymph capillaries. That lymph capillaries lacteals, especially in intestinal place, that lymph capillaries we call as a lacteals. This accessory route totally taking the some of the extracellular fluid from the different body parts and simultaneously drained into the upward direction. Finally it will reach the at the place of the pectoral means our shoulder place, and the shoulder place lo jugular vein irukku. Okay, these are the additional information, not a matter, just listen it. Jugular vein, that jugular vein onwards directly it will drain into the lymph into the blood. That reached blood will be open into the subcavular vein. This is about lymph information, lymph formation. Okay, lymph is a colorless fluid, and then it lacks RBC and platelets and large plasma proteins. I said here why these and all not yet have. When the capillaries onwards diffusion time, RBC is not yet comes to the tissue fluids, platelets also not yet come, large plasma proteins also not yet filtrate. So that is the reason the lymph does not have these components. Okay, then tissue fluid, nothing but extracellular fluid, also called as a lymph, but a slight variation is there. The lymph containing a small amount of the nutrients and oxygen, but abundant carbon dioxide and metabolites. The formation of the lymph is essential interstitial space. In which place? This is a diagrammatic representation. When the blood is passing through the arterioles to the veins, in between of the arterioles and venulars, capillaries are there. Diffusion process will occur in between the capillaries to the tissue. So after absorption, reabsorption totally completed after, still some quantity of the fluid is still remains in the tissue place, that only we called lymph. Okay, these lymph eyes I will tell one example for understanding. When you travel a long distance through the bus or train without movement, your legs will be swell out, your foot will be swell out, because of in the legs places, in the legs inside extracellular fluid will accumulated long. Okay, lymphatic system is not at receiving more lymph, so lack of proper supplying of the lymph flow, so the extracellular fluid still presence in remains in the in between the cells, so it will swell. When you walk 1 kilometer, automatically lymphatic system flow will be accurate manner, it will become, our legs will become to the normal condition. Okay, that is a totally accumulation of the lymph in the place of extracellular fluid. This is the lymph. Then come with another tissue, that is muscular tissue. Then seen on muscular tissue, study of the muscles, myology. Study of the muscles we call as a myology. And then muscles are formed from the mesodermal origin. Whether you remembered or not, 3 germinal layers, ectoderm and mesoderm and endoderm, correct na? In that 3 germinal layers, either any one of the germinal layers onwards, epithelial tissue will form. Mesoderm onwards, 2 tissues, up to now what we discussed, connective tissue, that connective tissue also origin from the mesoderm, and muscular tissue also origin from the mesoderm. Endoderm onwards, gut will be formed. Nana very important MCQs for NEET based question, muscular tissue is formed from the mesoderm, that is a direct statement, but exceptions are there. In our eye, 2 important structure, one is the iris, another one is ciliary body. Ciliary body, that iris and ciliary body both are muscles, okay, that are formed from the ectoderm onwards. Exceptions we should be remember. In physics also they are derived something, finally they are giving the exceptions. So exceptional based questions also is there. They are giving the some of the statement based questions, okay, should be understand. The property of the muscle, 3 properties, 3 major properties. The 3 major properties only, it gives the significance of the muscles. The properties of the muscles, one is excitability. One is excitability. Second one, conductibility and contractibility. Excitability means it can able to exaggerate, and conducting, it is carrying the something message, and then contracting. So just you need some explanation, means move your hand. Hand movement is a close and opening time, contractibility and excitability along with the conductibility. These 3 must be applicable to the functions of muscles, properties, okay, that you should be. And then muscular tissue containing with not like normal cells, they are elongated long cells. That long cells we call as a muscle fibers. That shortcutly another name of these muscle fibers we call as a myocytes. Now the muscle is surrounded by protected by the one connective tissue sheath. What is that sheath, I will tell, okay. And then extracellular matrix is absent. There is no any extracellular matrix. That means in between of the cells, extracellular fluid is ille. All the cells are arranged in the one by one like a tightly packed structure. We hear cells, what it is, the name we given the muscle fibers, okay. Extracellular matrix is absent. That each and every muscle fiber is covered with plasma membrane. That plasma membrane name is sarcolemma, okay. Generally we called plasma lemma. Instead of the plasma, we are giving the nickname of the muscle, that is a sarco. Here in our body, each and organ having their nicknames or scientific names. For example, lungs, pulmonary, okay, brain, crania, and then kidney, renal, or liver, hepatic. It is a scientific words. Like that, sarco word indicates the muscle. Sarcolemma, a lemma, plasma membrane presence in the muscles, that is called sarcolemma. As usually, each and every cell containing the cytoplasm, that cytoplasm we call it the sarcoplasm, because of that cytoplasm presence in the muscle, so that's why we given the name is a sarcoplasm. The sarcoplasm ulla, it containing with endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum name we are keeping into the change into the sarcoendoplasmic reticulum or sarcoplasmic reticulum. Okay, and very important statement we should be remember, in the inside of the sarcoplasm, cytoplasm of the muscle, it containing the ATP. ATP, what is the significance? It gives the energy for muscle contraction. Okay, that ATP is stored in the place of phosphocreatine. What is very most important? Phosphocreatine. And then next it containing with glycogen, I mean glucose derivative, and then myoglobin especially present in heart muscle containing with these myoglobin. So that's why heart color is somewhat of bright red color, more red color present comparing with the other body parts, correct now, because of it containing the myoglobin. Then when you take muscle containing with several subunits, that subunits muscle fiber, here we discussed muscle fiber, that muscle fiber ulla myofibrils are there, myofibrils ulla myofilaments are there, that myofilaments names actin and myosin. Muscle proteins, these two are muscle proteins. Muscle having the two most important proteins, that is the actin and myosin. Okay, why one more time I am repeating from the beginning onwards. Muscle tissue, studying about the muscle tissue we call as a myology. Muscle tissue origin from the mesodermal origin, except iris and ciliary body, that both are derived from the ectoderm. The muscle having the three properties: excitability, conductibility and the contractibility, and these muscles are playing important role in the movement and then posture of the body. Our movement, it is controlling by the done by the muscle only. If only muscle can't able to show movement, muscle coordinate with the skeletal, these both coordinating the our muscle, our movement. Only muscle, only skeletal system can't able to show the movement. Okay, and then posture of the body, one type of style. Okay, posture means nothing but one type of style given by the person, that is the posture also given by the these muscles itself. And then the muscles are covered by the a protective sheath, that protective sheath belongs to connective tissue. Okay, and then the extracellular matrix is absent, there is no any extracellular fluid. Plasma membrane irukku, and the plasma membrane name sarcolemma. Cytoplasm irukku, and the cytoplasm name we keeping into sarcolemma, sarcoplasm. Sarcoplasm ki ulla endoplasmic reticulum is there, that we called as a sarcoplasmic reticulum. In the cytoplasm ATPs irukku, and the ATP stored in the place of phosphocreatine, along with that energy sources of glycogen irukku, and some of the red color pigment, respiratory pigment, myoglobin is there. Then a muscle containing with muscle fibers ke ulla myofibrils ke ulla myofilaments, that myofilaments are made up of the actin and myosin. Now I will tell the classification of the muscles. In the classification of the muscles, skeletal muscles, smooth muscles, cardiac muscles. In this video session, just I will give the introduction itself. Next video, I will tell the detailedly about these three. Here, skeletal muscles also called as a striped muscles. Skeletal muscle also called as a striped muscle, and it is a volunteer muscle. The movement of the skeletal muscle in our willing. Okay, our willing, in our hands. When you coming to the next one, smooth muscle is a unstriped muscle. What is striped, sir? What is unstriped? I will tell in the diagrammatic explanation. It is a involuntary muscle. We cannot control these movement. Okay, smooth muscle movement. And then cardiac muscle also striated muscle, involuntary. Okay, now comparing of these three things, skeletal muscle is a striped muscle, any other muscle is a striped, cardiac muscle is a striped. Stripedness we can able to say based on the structure, vision, okay, based on our vision we can able to find it there, whether stripes are there or not. And then function, volunteer muscle, any other muscle is a volunteer? No, only this is the volunteer muscle. Okay, skeletal muscle, the skeletal muscle is attaching with the bones. Nana, which of the muscles are attaching with the bone? That is a skeletal muscle. Every oftenly you are eat chicken, na, that chicken totally skeletal muscle. When you tear that chicken from the bone, the chicken is attaching with that meat attaching with the bone. So such as that and all skeletal muscle. Okay, then smooth muscle, alimentary canal paranga, our alimentary canal is the smooth muscle, made up of the smooth muscle. Okay, so it is unstriped, that is an involuntary function. When you are swallowing the food item, when it is enter the esophagus place, you cannot stop that peristaltic movement, that will be shows the peristaltic irregular movement, correct now. Then cardiac muscle, the appearance is striped, but we cannot control their cardiac function. So because if you order the heart, take some amount of time rest, but heart never follow our order, because of it, these two are involuntary. So comparison, structurally skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle is similar structurally. Functionally, smooth muscle and cardiac muscles are similar. Okay, that you should be remember. A general information of the muscle. That muscle is having the several meat. Muscle means nothing but a meat. That meat is covered by the epimysium. It's covered by the epimysium. These muscle ulla several bundles is there. That bundles we call as fascicles. Okay, fascicle is covered by the perimysium. These fascicles ki ulla muscle fibers irukku. That muscle fibers covered by the endomysium. Here in the beginning time I said about this one only, muscle fiber, these muscle fiber present in which structure? Fascicle. Fascicle is present in which muscle? Okay, muscle bundle. Okay, that muscle bundle made up of the fascicles. Fascicles are made up by the muscle fibers. That muscle fibers ki ulla myofibrils are there. When you see that myofibrils, they are having the alternatively dark and light bands, stripes irukku. Okay, stripes, seeing this is the one stripe, this is one stripe. So when you see that muscle fiber appearance, how it is stripes, correct now. So these stripes are present on the muscle, that will be giving the appearance striped muscle. So these alternatively these stripes are present, it belongs to striped muscle. So which are having the stripes? Skeletal muscle having the stripe, and then the cardiac muscle also having the stripe. And then here these stripes are indicate, here myofilaments are having the what proteins? Two proteins I said na, actin and myosin. So here shaded part is a dark part, take it like unshaded part is a light part. That shaded part belongs to myosin, unshaded part belongs to actin. Okay, so see, alternatively shaded part, unshaded part, shaded unshaded and actin and myosin things, proteins are arranged in the alternatively. So here a detailed analysis. Here these structure is an unshaded part. These structure totally shaded part. Again this is an unshaded part. So unshaded part we call as a light band. It is a light band. Light band also called as a eye band. Eye band made up of the actin filament. And then these shaded part we call as a dark band. That dark band also called as a band. A band made up of which protein? Myosin protein. This is totally light band, this is totally dark band. Now in the light band madhya, middle of the light band, one line irukku, inga. Okay, that line we call as a Z line. in between the two Z lines distance we call as a sarcomere. Sarcomere. This sarcomere only play an important role in the contraction. Contractional wise, the sarcomere length will be reduced and increase. Reduce and increase. So this as like these line, Z line, in the dark band madhya, middle, one more line is there, that is M line. That is M line. That in the middle of the dark band, some portion is not yet shaded. That place we call as a H zone. H zone. One more time I am telling this diagrammatic explanation. This is the muscle. That muscle is covered by the epimysium. Muscle bundles are made up of the fascicles. Number of fascicles combinedly it will form the muscle bundles. That muscle bundles covered by the epimysium. If you take one fascicle, that fascicle is covered by the perimysium. In the fascicle ki ulla muscle fibers are there. That muscle fibers are covered with the help of endomysium. Endo means inside, and inside layer. Peri means second, epi means outer. Okay, these muscle fibers are having the many myofilaments or myofibrils. These myofibrils are arranged in the arrangement of the myofibrils on the surface area. Stripes irukku. That stripes are indicates the presence of the actin and myosin alternatively arranged. The ultrastructure of the muscle, this is the unshaded part or light band. This is the dark band. Light band also called as a I band, that is made up of the actin. In the light band madhya, middle position, one line is there, that is a Z line. In between the two Z lines, okay, in between the two Z lines, we called as a sarcomere. Now, one important statement I am saying, a sarcomere containing with half of the light bands. Two halves of light band. This is the one half, this is the one half. Either sides are two half of the light bands, one full dark band. Correct now? So middle of that sarcomere, dark band is there. That dark band made up of the A band. A band made up of, we call as a band. A band made up of the myosin filament. Myosin. Okay, and that myosin band or dark band madhya, something unshaded part is there, that we call as a H zone. In the H zone middle position, one more line is there, that is the M line. Okay, you understand the muscle structure. In the next continuation videos, I will differentiate the skeletal muscle, smooth muscle, cardiac muscle with their structural, anatomical, functional explanation. I will explain in the next video.